All right. Sparkplug Track athletes, fans, parents, everyone. Coach Carmichael here, and wanted to talk to you about the news yesterday that we got about our spring season being canceled. It's tough to come up with words, to describe just the feeling that I had. Unfortunately, I had an inclination that this might be coming down the pipe, and I was just trying to stay positive through it all. And the reality is, we are in a very weird world right now, and I don't know really how to describe it. The news itself, I really needed about 24 hours to just try and digest it myself. These are unprecedented times. I'm very sorry that I'm even talking to you in this type of capacity. I had a really weird feeling that Thursday, March 13th, I think it was, when we all had everyone there, that might have been the last time we were meeting as a team. It just sucks. There's not a lot of things I can really say. This news just is not fun at all. But the purpose of this video and a lot of things is to address some things that we need to as a team. I also want to focus a lot on the seniors and try to give them a little bit of a shout out based on the fact that they're not going to get a senior track season. And to me, it just got to me. It just kills me. So I would just encourage everyone to make sure we're being safe, though, in the world that we are living in. And if we are going to beat COVID and we are going to get back to normal, whatever that looks like, you guys got to be smart. You got to be social distancing. You need to keep space. Try to listen to our government and what they're saying about the recommendations. Just be smart. It's hitting reality very soon. I'm sure everyone knows someone that's gotten this disease at some point, and unfortunately, maybe someone already knows. Someone that's passed. So please use your best judgment moving forward in real life. It will pass. This will pass. I promise. Okay. And we're going to get back to reality. But until that, you've got to be smart about life. Housekeeping stuff we need to talk about. There are several of you that have uniforms out. I don't know when you're going to have the chance to turn those in, but I will be in contact with you. I have not talked to Mr. Avery yet. I'm sure I will probably early next week when spring break is over with, about procedures to start to collect uniforms and also some other housekeeping stuff on my end. Practice packs. I'm also going to speak with him about practice packs. I know some of you have already paid the $80 for your practice pack. Two things are going to happen. Either we will order the practice packs and you will get your track swag that you properly paid for, or you will get refunded your money. I need to talk to Mr. Avery about the best course of action with that, and then I'll let you know. I'm not, no way is, tell your parents you're not going to lose $80 either way. So that's housekeeping stuff. I'll be in touch. I want to give a huge shout out to Coach Lewis the last couple of days. She has taken pictures for our seniors, and we're going to continue to try to recognize them the best way we can. I'll come back to the seniors here in a minute. The next people I want to thank are our coaching staff, Nick Beard, Tim Kurtz, Brian Hunneman, Eric Hunneman, and Mindy Lewis. Brian, Erica, and Mindy were all new to our staff this year. I was very excited about working with them. I still am moving forward. Coach Beard and Coach Kurtz have been with us for a while. I owe a lot of how far this program has come to those people. And I'm talking to all five. Coach Kurtz is a veteran of track and cross country programs. Coach Beard is a one of a kind type of guy to have in your program as a staff, from his energy to his relationships that he does a great job with. The Hunnemans, I can't say enough about how helpful they've been and how they've kind of taken over our distance program and started to move it and just keep moving it in the right direction. And then Coach Lewis, who is a former Sparkplug track runner herself and jumper, a school record holder. I was really looking forward to seeing what she was going to be able to do with our jumpers this year. And that's not to say that next year she won't do some amazing things with them, but it's sad that we're not going to have those moments of this season with that staff. So I really appreciate all of them. Melissa Docorobo is another person that I want to thank. Melissa has ran our parents club, track club the last 2 years. She also has a senior on the team this year. Melissa's a good friend, a great person, and she's done a lot and donated some of her own money into this program, a lot of her time and efforts. And I really appreciate everything Melissa has done. I can't thank her enough, and it's sentimental to me because I was looking forward to another season with Melissa in terms of her mannerisms and just being Melissa. So anyway, Melissa, thank you. Freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, I want to talk to you really quick, and then I want to get into our seniors. We had a very good group of freshmen, sophomores, and juniors this year. Some that have been with us for, junior high and high school. Some that just came out this year. I was above excited to work with all of them. We had a lot of first-year track kids come out that couldn't wait to just see what your potential was. And here, my message to you is this: you don't know what you have until it's gone. I barely even got to have a couple practices with some of you basketball kids. Michael Miller comes to mind in regards to him just getting healthy. There was a great group of freshman girls I was looking forward to working with. Camille came out this year, who I was thrilled to see what her potential was. And then there were so many kids that we were looking forward to in your group, freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, that we didn't know what your potential was. And that's what's so fun about coaching track, is the fact that seeing kids come out and then having the ability to just watch them shine in their own right. And we're not going to get that with some of you underclassmen. The good news is for you guys is hopefully all of this is gone and past, and we get a great track 2021 season. That's the reality. Some of you juniors, I was really looking forward to springboarding you into your senior year. Football guys, soccer guys, cross country guys, because I think that what track speaks to in the spring, it really helps you kind of get into the fall. That's what I'm a huge advocate for in terms of getting that multi-sport athlete message out there, and track's a great sport to help you in your other sports. I'm sad and I'm frustrated that didn't happen this year for you underclassmen and you juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. I've got a quote that I was going to share with all the seniors that I'm going to share with the entire staff, entire program right now. And it's a great quote that stuck with me when I played college football. And my coach of 3 years had a great way of singling this. He's like, the reality of life is this: your lowest of lows are never going to be as low as they seem. Your highest of highs are never going to be as high as you think. Somewhere in between is reality. And if you can keep your focus on what a good life is and being happy and staying positive, reality is probably pretty good for you. The moral of that quote is, your lows suck. Your highs are probably not as good as you think they will be. The reality is, if you try to stay above what's in the middle, life will be okay. So freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, I'm going to come back to you in a little bit. But that's kind of my message to you guys. It sucks that I really did not get to see you guys progress in track this year. Okay. I want to get into our seniors. Because to me, that's what hurts the most. Our seniors were a group of kids that I was looking forward to just being around. Excuse me. Some of those kids were going to be 4-year track kids. Some of those kids were first-year track kids. And that's just kind of the nature of our program. I attribute that sometimes to Coach Beard. Coach Beard will get kids that are on the fence about track, and it usually takes him maybe a year or two, and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, I want to do track this year. We get them out, and they're like, God, I wish I would have done track for my entire high school career. So with that said, I want to talk about our seniors, and that's what means the most to me in this moment, because our seniors have been dealt the worst possible hand in this entire situation. I want to start on our girls' side. By my count, we had 10 girl seniors potentially that were going to be with us this year. I want to kind of start with the girls that had been with us for a little bit, but also some of the new ones that had came out. Miriam, Jasmine Davis, Darlene, Helena, Orm, and Janae. All of you girls were girls that had either came out this year or had been with us for a couple years. All of you were great kids to be around. Miriam comes to mind right away just because of her progress that she made in the hurdles. Jasmine Davis stepped in last year and did a great job in the sprints and was a varsity runner for us. And I think she would have made great strides this year in terms of her progress in the sprints. Great kid for us. Darlene, Helena, Orm, and Janae, you guys, first year girls that were going to be in the track program. I was just, like I said, I was excited to see what you guys were capable of. We got a little taste of that with Orm and Janae in our indoor meets. I think you guys would have been very solid contributors for it. And I think that's what's sad about this moment, is you're great kids and you were going to do everything you could. Janae came to mind right away in regards to our preseason workouts. She jumped in and became a leader right away. So for you group of girls, it's just sad. I wish the best for you. I'll still be in touch as we move forward. The next group of girls I want to talk about is would have been 4-year track girls for us. That's Gianni, Kieran, Maria, and Lily. The 4 of you all came out your freshman year and have made contributions to our program in multiple facets. You can start with Lily, who's been mostly a thrower, who's kind of had some injuries. But Lily always had a great spirit to her. She was a unbelievable person that just could do anything you ask of her. And then you get into Maria and Kieran, who I always kind of associated you two together. Just great girls, great kids to be around. I will miss. I tried to tell Maria and Kieran anytime I got to see them or be around them. It's good. It was a fun time. So to that, I will miss Kieran and Maria a bunch. You guys weren't going to go to the state meet, but you were great program kids, and you did whatever I asked, and you were solid, and you were always honest with us, and what you expected from me, but at the same time what I expected from you. Gianni, kind of the highlight of this senior class, a 3-year track MVP for us. I think you have very strong aspirations and intentions to go run in college. It's not the way your senior year should have went. It's sad. It sucks. You had some great accomplishments, 2-time conference champ, Marion County last year. You were the kind of the epitome of our girls program. I kind of look at the girls program and how we were right here. And, as Gianni, you kind of took us to a different level. And I think, if there's anything you should be more proud of, Gianni, it's the condition that our girls program is in right now. When you were a freshman versus what we were going to have as a senior, your freshman year, I think we had 14, 15 girls maybe. We would have had over 40 girls this year, Gianni, and you would have been a great role model and leader for them. Your potential this year, who knows? But as we texted a little bit the other day, I think, you're not done with track. I think track will find its proper closure for you. And I look forward to seeing that. And I wish you all the best. So our senior girls, some of you weren't in the program the entire time. 2-time Pedigo champions. Our sectionals, you finished 7th and 8th the last 2 years in very competitive sectionals. Just a great group of girls to be around. And I'll miss you guys. I really will. It's not fair. It's not right, but I feel like I'm repeating that a lot. But anyway, our boys, I want to talk about you, our senior boys. By my count, I had 12 of you got 12 boys that were going to be with us this fall. And kind of a mix as well. I'll talk about the kids like Sam Dorman, who was going to be his 3rd year with us. Jacob Harmon would have been his 1st year. Tony was going to be his 1st year. Leader and TK together would have been their 2nd year with us. Abdul, your 2nd year. CJ, your 1st year. Sam would have been your 1st year as well. You kind of go through the list and you look at program guys. Sam Dorman was kind of like Lily in the sense that Sam did everything you asked. He was a great kid, worked hard, and was just one of those great kids to be around. Leader and TK, you look at those kids who were great hurdle kids for Coach Beard, and I feel like your potential was only going to get better this year. I'm going to miss watching you guys improve. I feel like last year you came a long way in the hurdles, and this year would have been kind of your breakout moment. And unfortunately, that wasn't meant to be. Abdul, you were going to help a bunch in our sprints. You showed great potential in our first indoor meet. Um, one of the nicest kids I know. And I could tell from last year to this year, you had gotten faster. I was really looking forward to that. Tony, CJ, Sam, and Harmon, I kind of like the girls that I talked about before. Your potential was, we didn't know what it was. Harmon, you looked strong in everything. Distance, hurdles, we had great problems with you in terms of what we were going to put you in. We didn't know how to multi-use you. It just stinks that, unfortunately, we won't see that. Tony, you worked hard. You did everything. Preseason workouts, you were busting your tail. Tony, I think you would have been a great kid by the end of April, early May. You probably would have competed for us in the conference meet. CJ and Sam, same boat. CJ, I think you would have been a great high jumper. You would have, you were going to do whatever we told you to. Sam, I think you're kind of a wild card, and I think you would have helped capacity-wise. And just good kids, great boys to be around. I'm bummed that you guys didn't get a track season, and I wish your interest in track obviously would have started earlier, but the few times that we did get moments together, I'll cherish those. I want to talk about the next boys who would have been 4-year track guys with us. Marcus Gibson, Chris Gomez, Emmanuel Caposa, and Marlon Johnson. Just all around 4 guys that were all track whenever we needed them to be. Each one of them has a unique story. I'll start with Marlon, who's been a track guy his entire high school career. Marlon, did multiple events, mostly sprints. Great kid, coached his sister. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Laugh about that. I'll miss being around Marlon. I really will. Marlon was just a good kid to have around. Emmanuel, I'll never forget your freshman year when you jumped over the hurdle the wrong way and broke your arm. And then now all of a sudden you were coming back and going to have a great senior year. I was guaranteed you were ready for a breakout senior year. You talk about Chris Gomez. Gomez had, somewhat distantly, he had, might have been able to make the state meet this year. Chris had a great senior cross country season. Internally as coaches, we were talking about, hey, what are the 4 best events Chris is going to help us in to help us win a conference championship? Chris is quiet, but at the same time was a competitor, a regional qualifier last year. The last 2 years, excuse me. A great kid, great I'm just a tremendous talent. Chris, you could go around college if you wanted to. I firmly believe that. And then the last one, Marcus Gibson. I had the pleasure of coaching Marcus in football for 4 years. The best part of coaching Marcus in football is that I knew I was going to get to coach him in track too. Marcus is one of my favorite kids that I've coached in a long, long time. And it's not so much Marcus was some dynamic track kid. He was a great athlete and worked hard and gave everything he got. Marcus wasn't going to make it to the state meet, but Marcus was going to make you laugh, going to make you appreciate coaching. And I'll miss that. I wish Marcus the best. And I think you're going to play college football. So, I look forward to those fall Saturdays where I can watch Marcus wherever you remain. So those are our seniors. Our senior accomplishments, 3-time Pedigo champions. The last 2 years we've been 7th, and then Marcus's sophomore. So it would have been your senior sophomore year. We finished 5th in the sectional. So tremendous accomplishments. Conference, 3rd place in the conference last year, 2nd place 2 years ago for the boys. I should mention our girls. They were 4th place in conference last 2 years. So this would have been a great group of seniors. It is in my mind, but the reality is we're not going to see that play out on the track. So I think it's important that I talked about that. I think it's important that you guys recognize a few things that I just want to say to you seniors in general. You will be stronger because of this. I promise you. This is a weird time, but you will be stronger. This is a life-defining moment. You will never have a moment like this, God forbid, again in your life. This is comparable to, World Wars, 9/11. This is moments that we will never forget. And so seniors, just resonate that. Don't forget it. Appreciate what you have. Don't take life for granted. And the best advice I'm going to give seniors right now is life will find a way to circle back to you, and everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer in that. That's how I live my life with my family, with God. Everything happens for reasons. And seniors, it's not fair to you guys. It's not at all. But the reality is, this will circle back to you, and you'll be better for it. Okay. So I'm trying to stop being emotional here. Moving forward with what we have for as a program. Seniors, you need to tell me what I can help you with. If it's a letter of recommendation, if it's just a phone call to pick you up one day, it's a text, whatever. Seniors, I'll do anything I can for you moving forward. It's not fair. You're not going to get a prom, a graduation. You're not going to get your spring just kind of fun time in Speedway. I mean, but if there's anything I can do, seniors, please help me. Or not, please help me. I will help you. Let me know on that. Everyone else, our freshmen, sophomores, and juniors is who I'm talking to right now. You can't waste this spring. You can't sit at home for the next 3 months and not do anything. 98% of the people in our track program are multi-sport athletes, and that's exactly how I want it. You cannot just sit there and expect you're going to walk in fall season in July. In whatever sport you do, football, cross country, volleyball, soccer, and just like, I'm good. That's not reality. You got to stay up and you got to get active. And this is self-perseverance that you're going to have to just show to your own self. It starts from within. We are absolutely still going to do the April challenge. I'm doing this is day 3, and we are absolutely going to do that through April. And I might come up with a May challenge. I want as many people to participate as possible. I'll throw out Christian Pagash, Nia Woods, Chris Gomez, Megan Tepp. Some of those kids have been tagging themselves on social media, and I saw that, and that's great. Do it. My 36-year-old body is going to do as best it can. I can't do crunches for a long stretch of time, so I'll probably space those out. But I'm absolutely going to do the April challenge, and that last day is going to be a you-know-what. That's not going to be fun. So you've got to stay active. You got to do what you can. Get out, run, walk, do your dynamic warm-up, do push-ups, do sit-ups, stay online. There's all kinds of stuff out there that you can be doing on your own without a gym or without a track that continue to make you better. Distance runners, Coach Hunneman's going to be more in touch with you. And I would challenge our distance program right now. There is talent coming up through the junior high. And I'm not saying that to scare you, but I am saying that because the reality is next fall, there is legitimately 3 to 4, 5, 6 boys coming up distance wise and some girls coming up. And we need that. We need competitiveness. So distance guys, you got to get out there and you got to get after it. Coach Hunneman's going to be on you. I've kind of let him take that. And that's absolutely who you need to be following in regards to your training, your work ethic. Because if you don't, you will get passed up. And that's a challenge to you distance runners that are coming back next year. Scheduling, whenever you have a chance to schedule for next fall, I don't know what that looks like. I'm sure in some capacity you will. We need as many people to get in Coach Ray's weight room class, APC. You need to be lifting during the day. You need to be getting better every day. It's the first time I've said this entire video is you need to get better. Everyone needs to get better. And if you don't get better moving forward, you are going to suffer in your fall sport, or whether you do a winter sport, or when I see you in the spring next year. All right. You've got to stay active and you've got to get better. So that's kind of my challenge. I would encourage everyone to stay involved online, Instagram, Twitter. I will be messaging you guys on Remind. Social media is a great tool right now because we can stay connected through that. I try to represent our program the best way I can through our social media channels, and you can too. So put yourself out there, do the work, put in the effort, and I'm going to give you a shout out on there. That's all we can do right now. So moving forward as a program, track season will be back in 2021. Seniors, the 22 of you that I talked to, I'm going to continue to recognize you on social media. We're going to do some senior shout outs. I'm going to work on getting your senior banners for you and get those to you until I get some specific guidelines from Mr. Avery on how I can distribute some stuff. I will get back to you on that. It's kind of a wait and see mode, and I'll probably know more next week. The seniors, you're going to be on my minds all spring. This is not going to be an easy April or May for me in regards to what could have been. And then lastly, I just want to leave seniors with this. Everybody's always going to be a part of the track program. Normally after our the night before our senior meet, which is normally in early May, I have everyone over at my house for a senior dinner. That's not going to happen this year due to social distancing and the government's guidelines. But one of the few things I try to tell you that night is you're always part of the track program. Seniors, you're always going to be part of the track program. Whether you're a first-year track program person this year or you've been a 4-year track person for us before, if you've been in my program, then I've always got a spot for you. So moving forward, keep your heads up. Obviously, you can tell I'm a little emotional, trying to keep my head up, trying to stay positive. You guys have my cell phone number. If you need anything, text me. You shoot me a message on Remind. I'll be available. In the meantime, I'll just be hanging out with my kids, Bogan and Ava and Abby, and trying to make the most of the weird world that we live in right now. And then hopefully I see all of you underclassmen next fall. Obviously, you football guys, I can't wait to get started with football workouts whenever that time is. Cross country guys, I can't wait to see your progress with Coach Hunneman. Soccer guys, I can't wait to see you guys maybe go get another sectional championship. Soccer girls, I think you got a lot of potential there. Jordan Davis sticks out really well. Rendez, you're going to get a senior year. Soccer girls, Megan Tepp. I'm sure I'm probably forgetting somebody there, but and then our volleyball girls too. We got a couple in there. So golf too, can't forget. Girls golf in the fall, right? Yeah. KP, Brianna Bailey, I think. Yeah. So I'm probably forgetting somebody there. Don't shoot me on this. So you'll hear from me. If you need me, text me. And seniors, it's a weird year. I'm never going to forget you, and I'll be in touch. All right? Guys, I'll talk to you.